The pig is wearing a baseball uniform, Cam said. What about the stick? Donna asked. She can't remember everything, Eric told his sister. That stick is a bat, Cam said, and the pig is holding it in his right hand. You're right, Donna said to Cam. And you're wrong, she told Eric. Cam can remember everything. Just then, a long, dark blue car drove up. It stopped right in front of the bookstore. The driver got out. He was wearing a dark blue uniform and cap. He walked around the car, opened the door, and waited. First, a man dressed in white got out. Sewn on the back of his shirt were the words, Poochie's Trainer. Then out came a dog. It's Poochie! It's Poochie! The people waiting in line shouted. Cam opened her eyes. Poochie was a white dog with a large black spot across his back. A few smaller black spots were on his back and his right front leg. Poochie walked slowly into the bookstore. He looked ahead as he walked, and his tail pointed up. The trainer followed him. Cam wanted to remember Poochie. She looked straight at the dog and said, "Click." Chapter 2. As Poochie walked past, a dog barked, but it wasn't Poochie barking. The man in line just ahead of Cam, Eric, and the twins was holding a white dog with black spots. The dog looked just like Poochie. The man was also holding a small open box of dog biscuits. The man's dog barked again. "Stop that, Cloudy. Be quiet," the man told his dog. The man was tall, heavy, and wore eyeglasses. And he had long red hair, just like Cam's. Cam, Eric, and the twins looked through the bookstore window. They saw Poochie jump onto a chair and from the chair onto the large table. He sat down between the pile of books and the Poochie photograph. Poochie's trainer sat on the chair. Mr. Lee, the bookstore owner, called out, "Say hello to Poochie. You can shake his paw. And if you buy the Poochie story, Poochie will autograph it for you." "I'll buy a book," the first man in line said. The man paid Mr. Lee for the book. Then Mr. Lee opened the book to the front page and gave it to Poochie to autograph. The trainer opened an ink pad and put it on the table next to the book. Poochie pressed one of his paws onto the ink pad, and then he pressed it onto the front page of the book. The line was moving slowly. As Cam, Eric, and the twins waited, a small boy walked out of the bookstore with his mother. The boy held up a copy of the Poochie story and said, "Look what I have! Poochie signed my book." The boy's mother held up her hand for everyone in line to see. There was ink on it. She smiled and said, "And Poochie signed my hand." "I guess he uses the same paw to sign the books and shake hands," Eric said. Eric reached into his pocket. He took out some money and said, "Well, I'm buying a book for all of us to share. Poochie can use that paw to sign it." "And I'm going to shake his paw," Donna said. "So am I," Diane said. "We all are," Cam told them. Cam, Eric, and the twins were inside the bookstore now. Their turn to meet Poochie would be next. The red-haired man just ahead of them was buying a book. The man reached into his pocket for the money. As he did, the box of dog biscuits fell onto the table. Some biscuits fell out, and the man's dog jumped after them. Poochie jumped too. "Get that dog and those biscuits away from Poochie!" the trainer yelled. "Get your Poochie away from my dog's biscuits!" the other man yelled back. While the two men were yelling, the dogs were chasing each other around the table. Books flew off the table. One almost hit Cam. The photograph and the sign fell. "Woof! Poochie, stop fighting!" "Woof, woof! Cloudy, get over here!" The red-haired man grabbed a dog. "Bad Cloudy, bad Cloudy."